Today we're going to be doing a HILUX tub chop to give more clearance on the back of the tub when you're going out of bog holes and stuff like that. Let's get into it. The reason you would do this is because on departure, going out of a hole, the back of the car goes like that, and it usually gets hit like I've done here. So you want to cut that out and give it more clearance. If this video gets 200 likes, I'll wrap the car next week. All right, so I picked myself up a new budget welder, some black edge trim, and so I'm gonna start measuring out. Alright guys, I've got it marked out on roughly where I want it. I'm going to mark it with some pencil and then I can start grinding. There's no going back now. Oh, came with a free like grinding disc thing. Guys, we are all marked up. Grinder is plugged in, safety glasses are on my head. Let's get chopping. Alrighty, so once you get to about here, you have to stop because there's tail light wires that go down there, and you have to unplug them and get them out of the way. Also, I'm going to be doing a full tutorial on this because there is no how to tub chop videos at all on YouTube for HILUXes. There's one for a D-Max, that video is pretty good and has helped me out a bit, but yeah, there's no HILUX. Alright guys, I've got the first piece off. Man, that is just butchered. I've cut a pretty straight line, but it just looks so bad because angle grinding fucks everything up. So far, that's what it looks like. It is pretty high on the camera, but it's not that bad actually in real life. I do have to cut this corner bit off still. There's just a bracket behind this which I need to cut up. And yeah, to avoid cutting all the brackets that come in here, I've just put some tape up the side of there and done it. I'll explain that further in if you want to watch the tutorial. So I'll get finishing on that corner, get the pinch weld on, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alrighty guys, I've got one side done. Obviously I still need to cut out that little bracket just there, and I've got the pinch weld on. It's come up real nice and snug. Look how much clearance there is now. It's insane. Like, take out that corner piece, whoosh, that is mint. And then imagine this, right? I get some bars, come to here, and then a tube that goes around there, and then eventually take this out, tube around here, and then back around to the other side. That's my plan, to make a custom tube. It'll set the back off nicely, it'll look sick. Now, I'm gonna continue this tomorrow because it's like 30 degrees outside. See you tomorrow. Alrighty, it's now the next day and I'm ready to chop the other side. And remember, this side has a ding on it, if you remember me showing you from the last video. So hopefully when I cut, I can just pull that ding out there and it'll look mint. Also, I need to figure out a situation for mud guards on this side, or on both sides really, because obviously it's illegal in Australia to have no mud guards for stones and things, so I don't know. And the other side is chopped, guys. It was way quicker than the other side, obviously, because you know what you're doing now. It's looking pretty good. Obviously, I still need to cut this out with a Recipro, which we'll get later on, and I'll update you guys that later on. And then, obviously, I still got to cut the back off, but I'm waiting to get some bar work made up. So if there's anyone out there that knows how to make some good bar work, just has to have 2 bends in it, and just a couple of brackets to hold it onto the car. That'll be mint, let me know. Also, while I was cutting, the ding, as soon as I got to where the ding was, it went pop and popped back in. So it's actually really, really good. I didn't have to do any body work on it at all, so I'm happy with that. Oh, and bam, she's done, guys. I got the pinch weld on, it's looking awesome. That sticks out like a sore thumb. I really hate it, but it'll get done during the week. And I do need to figure out a temporary thing for mud flaps because, yeah, like I said before, you can't not have mud flaps on your car because it's illegal in Victoria. It looks like it sits pretty high now. It's going to be friggin' amazing for fall driving if I am in a deep hole or something. But I think once I put the shackles in, it'll lower down just a tiny little bit and it'll look mint. It'll be so good, especially when we get chop out that rear bar part. It'll pull the whole thing together. All right guys, so I've just jerry-rigged the mud flaps, the old mud flaps, onto the car. It looks a little bit silly, but it's better than nothing. I've just zip tied, drilled some holes into the plastic and zip tied in there. For some reason it's not focusing. There you go. There you go. One there, and then I put a screw right there into one of the rubber grommets that holds this plastic in, and it's holding really, really well. I did the same on the other side, so it should do me for now until I get some bar work and some better mud flaps made up that actually cover. All right guys, the tub chop is done. Besides the back half and the recipro part, it's looking pretty good from the front end, I must admit. Yeah, that's looking sick. Don't worry about the mud flaps and obviously the corner and stuff like I said, but it does look way better. It just definitely needs a bar like right there around the edge. Yeah, so now we need a bull bar, rails there, and to wrap it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the tub chop. Should I have done it? Should I have just gone for a tray even though they're super expensive? And what do you think I should do to the HILUX next? Also guys, I do have stickers coming. One of them is going to be fall drive is essential. It's going to be like probably the size of an iPhone Plus. And then we also have sink in tins and talk and dribble, which is going to be awesome. I've just got some mock-up ones coming, and then I'll show you guys in the next video. So if you're keen on that, get keen, because it supports the channel, supports the HILUX as well. And that means we get to buy mods quicker. And if you do want to support the channel even more, it's kind of like Patreon, but it's YouTube's version. You just click the join button down below and become a member. It supports the channel. It starts from $2.99 all the way up to $29.99. And all that money goes towards the podcast and the HILUX as well. Also, head over to Kraken Engineering on Instagram. They're going to be making me a snorkel, I believe. So tell them that you guys want me to make a snorkel with them, and we'll get it done. All right, have a good one. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.